Hello spider friends, we're live. I've been getting a lot of questions like this week about, I've got a hair on my lip, it's gone, it's cat hair, 3 cats. It's still there, forget it. Yes, so I've been getting a lot of questions this week about basic spider keeping. I got asked about like good starter spiders, and then I got asked about like a basic setup. So I thought the best one to show would be Martel for a basic setup. This is Martel eating a cricket. He is a Brachypelma bomi, which is a Mexican fireleg. He's so pretty. Obviously, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy for realsies. I just assume, because something like that. So in his basic setup, he's got some substrate. They're not known to be burrowers, so there's not a lot of substrate, but I know some people would probably prefer like twice as much that I've got in here. So that's a point of contention, and I'm not going to argue with people about it. I'm just going to, this is how much he has and he's fine. He has a sort of a hide. It's a see-through plastic shot glass. I got a pack of 50 of them from Asda for like £1. He has a bit of greenery. It's thick plastic plant thing, and he has a little water dish. This is actually a bathtub with a shower head that I got from a SpongeBob SquarePants toy, and that works fine as a water dish because at first I didn't have any proper ones, so I was just using stuff I had around the house. But yeah, he's eating a cricket right now. I'd fed him this cricket earlier and he wasn't too bothered about it at first, but he's caught it now and he's quite happily eating it. So this is what you need. As a basic setup, you need some substrate, you need a hide, you need maybe some leaves. Some people like to use real leaves. I like to use plastic leaves because I have OCD and cannot handle the leaf litter, which is weird, I know, but also a water bowl. And now, because I make these tubs myself from these little food tubs you get from Asda, they sell them in a 4-pack, 2 this size and 2 smaller ones, for £1. And what I do is I get a tool, like a multi-tool thing, and I drill holes in the sides of it, and then I get this mesh stuff, which is from a pencil case that again you can buy in Asda for £1. It's like a big mesh pencil case, and I cut bits of this mesh off and just stick it over the exterior of the box, and then I know that no matter what size crickets I'm putting in here, they're not going to escape. Because some of my slings are smaller than this thing. He has a medium sized cricket from the crickets that I have available. I don't think it's an official overall medium sized. These are the smalls. Don't know how well you might be able to see some of them. These are the smalls that I have. These are not pinhead crickets. They're not the smallest crickets that you can get. And some of them have, well, a lot of them actually have molted, which happens with the small crickets. But these are for my smaller slings and the baby scorpion, who has eaten one. I gave it to him live, came back, he'd eaten it. So well done, little baby scorpion. No, these are the large ones. These are the medium-ish ones that I have. You do get sort of a bit of a variety of size with these, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. And then these are the larger ones. They're not the largest you can get. Obviously, you can get locusts and other things, but these are the larger ones that I buy for the larger spiders. So what you need as a cricket tub, and again I make these myself. It's a food tub I got from Boys, not from Asda. This was like £1.99. I literally cut a very slapdash hole in the lid with my multi-tool, and then again take the same mesh stuff, the pencil case mesh, and then I cross hatch it on the lid so that the crickets cannot escape, but that this is so much airflow for them. They normally need an egg carton picked, which usually comes in their boxes, and they need a bug gel. So that's like a water source for them that's not water, so they won't drown. And then they need bug grub, and I just like I throw a bit of bug grub in there. I used to put them in little feeding bowls, but my cat wants to eat the tarantulas, but is also very interested in the crickets, and occasionally she gets in, like, through no one's fault, it just happens, cats are sneaky, and she'll, like, knock the cricket tub off, and, like, the bug grub was going everywhere, and they didn't seem that bothered about it, so I just stopped using that. It is really annoying, though, when all the bits get in the bug gel, because then it's gross. So yeah, I wanted to show the cricket, and someone did ask, how do you get cricket? Well, you get it with tweezers, and these are not the ones we're going to be fishing for. We are going to be fishing for a cricket, which I'm not really going to do the feeding on camera. It depends if I can make this work. So, updatey stuff. Debbie Harry, my Brazilian blonde, shed. Really, really good shed, this molt. You can take a look at that. It came out in pretty decent condition, considering that I didn't know she was going to molt, and I managed to get it out pretty quick. I did speak to a couple of different people about what she could potentially be, and it has been discussed she's a possible female, but there's no way to know yet, so we're just going to have to wait. So Debbie Harry molted, and it was 2 weeks ago, maybe, like a week, 2 weeks, something like that. I can't remember, losing it. So she's molted, and her fangs appear to have hardened again. Here she is, Miss Debbie Harry. So beautiful, so pretty. So I'm going to offer her a cricket, and I'm going to throw it in there for her and see if she wants it. And so I'm not going to do, you're not going to see that part, basically. This is a sort of how to catch a cricket thing, because normally that's not what you see when I do a feeding video. Normally what you see is the, please don't start playing TV, I have paused live TV, so hopefully that will not go wrong. Stay. Yeah, normally you hear me talking rubbish for 10 minutes while I'm trying to catch a cricket. Normally, you're listening to me talk nonsense for like however long it takes for me to catch a cricket. This time you're going to get the pleasure of watching me trying to catch a cricket and then not seeing me feed it to the spider. So, yes, I know, Debbie, I'm horrible. Horrible opening up your enclosure. Right, this is the technique I like to do. It's the dip in method. The dip in. Don't take the lid off all the way because crickets are little buggers. And they jump. Have I got this one? Firm grasp on this one? No. There we go. Right. So we have a sacrificial cricket, and the cricket is going in to Debbie Harry. There you go, Debbie Harry. Oh! She got it. Straight away. Absolutely straight away she caught that. She must have been hungry. I think she's doing a little happy dance. So obviously it's not a happy dance. what it actually is when you see your tarantula move is that they're laying like web down to catch like ants stuff that's like might be coming after the bits that they drop. So it's like extra meal for them. So if you see them doing the happy dance, that's actually what they're doing, which is really cool though. Look how cool this is. Look, I'm really sorry about the reflection. I don't know how to deal with that. Somebody teach me. Somebody teach me some basic film things. And so the other question that I got asked was, which is why I've got Olivia here, my Syria Cosmos Pers Malisi, is what are all these little white things? Can you see all the little white things running around? If you're a spider keeper, you probably know what these are. If you're not a spider keeper, if you're here to learn, I'll tell you what these are. These are springtails. They're an isopod, which is like a cockroach, like a woodlouse. They're part of that family. And what these do is they live in the soil with your spider and they eat like leftover bits of dead crickets, like a leg and stuff. I just started with one tub of springtails that I got at the Northern Invert Show, and I basically divided it into like 4 and put it around the different enclosures, and almost all of my enclosures have springtails now, because like they've bred, so I've moved soil bits around. Some have higher populations than others. It's an ongoing project. I don't take them out until I'm pretty sure that there's a lot. There's like, for example, Debbie Harry actually doesn't have that many. She's only got a very small amount, because she's only really just recently moved into this enclosure. So yeah, and like Martel doesn't have any, none in Martel's enclosure at all. So he's yet to have them yet. Like, I've held off on the slings, but somehow some of them have ended up with them anyway, so I'm not sure how that happened. Anyway, so that was the update. Debbie Harry, she's munching her cricket now, she's quite happy. Olivia's fine. Martel was eating a cricket. This is Danny's enclosure. This enclosure is different to all the rest. This was what I thought might be easier, which is the cutting the hole in the lid method and then doing the mesh thing on both sides. And there's a reason I only made one of these, is because it's a rubbish idea, because the idea of these boxes is to stack them, and if you stack over the air holes, then that's not going to be very good, is it? Even though they've got like a low oxygen level need, it's still not a good idea. So that's why I only ever made this one, and this had been like on the top of the stack. And I didn't want to shake the spider out of it by the time I realised that this was a really stupid idea. So this is my Brachypelma Amelia, Mexican red leg, Danny, and Danny's died. And I don't know what's happened. I seem to have terrible luck with Brachypelmas. I had a Brachypelma vagans die. This is the Brachypelma Amelia, she's died, and then I had 2 Brachypelma Hamoris die, so clearly I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to Brachypelmas. Well, that's not true, because I've got the 2 Brachypelma albipilosums. I'm blaming myself because I just don't know what's happened. It's probably more likely just a thing that slings are delicate and sometimes they die, and we don't always know why, but you can't help but blame yourself, I think, when you're a spider mother. You're like, oh god, it's got to have been me, it's got to be something I did, and I don't know what it was. So yeah, don't do that on Debbie Harry, that's not a good idea. The other update is my Madagascan hissing cockroaches, Sid and Nancy. Sadly, both of them died. They were in one of my like cricket tubs, and someone said they could use a bit more floor space because they don't really climb, so they don't need as much height. So I had a spare one of this size enclosure. So I set it up, I put the substrate in, and I put the roaches in, and it became very clear very quickly that the roaches did not like the substrate, and this was really confusing because the place that, like, my local pet shop has them and keeps them with substrate, but I talked to several people and they were like, they really don't like it. So I was like, oh crap, what have I done? So I isolated Sid, which you saw, and I moved them both back into the cricket style keepers with tissue paper instead of just instead of substrate. And basically Nancy then started not being well, so it's like, well, whatever I've done, it's set in, it's too late now. I put them back in together because Nancy had been stomping around looking for Sid, wasn't happy that I'd removed him, so I put them back in together because I thought, well, if they're both ill, they might as well be together. And I know these are cockroaches and I don't actually think that they have sentience in that respect, so that might be me, like, overly humanising them. Anyway, Nancy expelled her eggs, which I read later is a sign that they know that they're dying, because cockroaches, Madagascan hissers, give birth to live nymphs. So she'd expelled her eggs hoping that they would sort of survive past her. She died, Sid died. I put the eggs into like a sort of a light incubation, but they went off, they went bad, they didn't survive. I did feed one to the baby scorpion just to see if he would eat it. So I was very sad that I lost Sid and Nancy because, well, one, they were a present, and they really grew on me. I no like eat cockroaches, but they really grew on me. So I've ordered some more, and I'm going to start my own hisser colony. So thank you, Tanya, for Tanya's Teas. Please go check out her channel and subscribe and support her, because she is wonderful. I'm really sorry that they died, and I feel really terrible, but as other spider keepers will tell you, you can't really let these things go to waste. So Carmen, my Acanthus geniculata, ate Sid, and Dwayne, my ancient forest scorpion, ate Nancy, and they were already dead at this point, but the bodies didn't go to waste, and Dwayne was really happy. Like, he really enjoyed that, which it sounds awful, but I know that the other tarantula hobbyists will understand, and some of my friends did judge me on Facebook when I told them about it, but otherwise they would just go in like the composter and then they'd just be food for worms. So why not feed them to my other inverts that also need feeding? It's like a free meal. So yes, so they have died. Danny has died. Martel is eating. That was the other thing I was going to tell you about. So I am a brand ambassador for this company called Noir Lips. These are two of their lipstick shades that I have. This is from the Summer Solstice collection. This is called Shuffle. This is from the Empress Noir collection. This is called Herbie. This is what I am wearing on my lips now. These are so good. These are like, if you go, the links in the description, noirlips.com. These are a really, really nice matte liquid lip. This is Herbie, and I really, really like this. And then this is Shuffle. They have just launched a new collection called Pink Boss, which I haven't got yet, but I will be getting. I am a brand ambassador for these guys, so like I am biased, but I am not paid. This is not sponsored at all. I'm a brand ambassador, which means I like their products and I support and promote their products, but I do not get the products for free. I buy the products. I don't get a discount on, I don't get a percentage of any sales. I am not like, it's not like a multi-code thing. If you want to order these are such good lipsticks and really, really like them. the $12, you can get 20% off if you use the code BEAUTY20. It's in the description. I don't get any money for this. I paid for these. These were not given to me for free. I'm not being paid to promote them. The CEO does not know that I am promoting them right now. I'm probably going to tell her tomorrow when I link the video to my Instagram, which is @colourblindbeauty. I've already promoted them on there, but I wanted to promote them here because I really like the product so much. It's really lightweight. It dries down really nicely. The colours look so good. Like, that's been given a few seconds now. Clean finger. Clean finger. Or smudges. I think I used a bit more on the herby, but there's a tiniest bit of transfer there on my finger. I've been sipping out my water cup. You can see there is no lipstick on Iron Man. So I think it's a really good, worthwhile product for like $12. You get you 20% off if you use the code BEAUTY20. Again, I do not get anything for telling you this. I don't even get like a pat on the back saying, yeah, you did great, because there's all the brand ambassadors use the same code, which is BEAUTY20, so there's no way of knowing like who's come from where. It's not a paid promotion. It is not sponsored. I buy my own lipsticks from Noir Lips, and I'll be buying like some more soon because I want another one of these herbies so I can have one in my lipstick stand and then one to keep in my handbag, because this is now my default like lipstick no matter what else I'm wearing. It's like if I check, oh, the lipstick's come off, then this goes on instead, not whatever I was wearing before. So yeah, this is like my default lipstick now. And I really like this one, but it's not quite as an everyday. This is like more going for coffee, like bright purple. So yes, please check that out. Also, if you did not watch any of my previous videos, this is my copy of Cult by Fairy Queen. The link is in the description. Head over to his YouTube channel. Check out Cult. Check out Ode to Jam Sandwich. You can go to his Bandcamp and download them for free. They're completely free. Go download them. I'm not sure where you can get the printout of the artwork, but I'm sure that you should be able to get a printout of the artwork and colour it yourself. This is a colour your own album art, and this is like my CD of it. Signed by Fairy Queen himself, because he filled out the label. So yes, please go do that. You'd really make me happy, because I love Fairy Queen. I love his music. And it's free. It's free. And finally, if you know me in real life and you want to buy me a birthday present and you don't know what to buy me a box of these, please. Buy me a box of these. These are called Lucky Fortunes, right? You can get them on Amazon. This is a 4-pack, right? I love these. They're not that cheap. They're £15 for 4, which is... it's quite riptastic, really. But I love them, and if you know me and you don't know what to buy me for my birthday, buy me one of these, please. So you get 4 of them in the box, and what you get are these. I'll just show you one. It's a plastic fortune cookie, right? Look how cute this is. This is plastic. This is hard, right? It's got a little thing, so you can make it into a charm. Make it into a charm. It breaks open. And you get a little fortune inside, a little paper fortune, and you get a bracelet as well. You get a little fortune cookie, plastic fortune cookie, you get the bracelet, you get the fortune, and each one comes with, there's 100 bracelets, right? These are all the bracelets that you can get, right? And then the other side, it turns into, we called them bird's beaks. Some place else calls them cootie catchers. But yeah, you can fold them up into that, and then you get the bracelets. I'm wearing one. This is the one I'm wearing. It's a panda, and it's purple, and it's really cute. The other ones that I got were this little pink present, this little peach, and this apparently is like a really rare one. It's like a little shooting star. A little glittery shooting star. I think these are really adorable. So if you know me and you don't know what to buy me, there's a hint for my birthday, which is coming up next month. So let's see, did I do everything that I wanted to do? I've promoted the Fairy Queen album. I've told people what I want to buy for my birthday. Noir Lips, promoted them. Again, not sponsored. I told you about the crickets. We fed a cricket to Debbie Harry. How's she getting on with that? That cricket dead. I think that's everything. I want to thank you very much for joining me this evening on this live stream. I think I've fixed the comment problem. I'm not entirely sure. It might be off, but I should be able to go back in and fix it. I'm going to try and get some help with this, with someone who maybe knows a bit more than me. And I would just like to say thank you for watching. Please drop me a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sorry I'm having a really bad rosacea flare up, but I couldn't be bothered to put foundation on. But I did put some lipstick on for you, and I did my eyebrows and the eyelashes, and I put some eyeliner on. So since it's 4 o'clock in the morning, I am going to sign off. My favourite Iron Man mug. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to put the spooders back where they belong, and then I'm going to try and get some sleep. So yes, thank you for watching. See you again next time.